Okay, I'm not really sure what happened there, but for some reason it just went off air. Can you guys still hear me? If you can still hear me, just type in 3 in the chat box. All right, looks like we are back in the room. For some reason it got disconnected there. So if you guys can still hear me and see my screen, type in the number 3 in the chat box and we'll keep going. All right, guys, so if you can still see my screen and hear me, let me know in the chat box so we can keep going. Looks like there's some technical issues. We got kicked out of the room. So guys, if you can hear me and see my screen, type in the number 3 in the chat box. All right, I'm still not sure if you guys can hear me and see my screen. So let me know in the chat box. Okay, so I see a couple of people saying 3, so I guess we can keep going. All right, so I'm not sure where I left off, so I'm gonna pick it up with access to a secret resource, and then we'll keep going. Okay, let me see. A couple of people saying they can't hear me. Okay, a couple of people are saying that, but then a few other people are saying that they can hear me and see me. Okay, so let's keep going, guys. So let's pick it up from access to a secret resource. So the next thing you could do is give them access to a secret resource, something that essentially you have access to, but a lot of people don't have access to it or don't know about it, or they're not, they can't get access to it. Maybe you have some special traffic source that you've just started using that's doing really well. Maybe you have a special traffic vendor that you connected with that's doing really well for you. And you can offer that as a bonus and be like, look, I'll hook you up with my secret traffic vendor that's been getting me really crazy high opt-in rates and really good kind of sales and that type of stuff. And that would be a bonus in and of itself. Now, another thing you could do is this has to do with really keeping them in the game, so to speak, and have to do with motivation and immersion, so to speak. And this is basically to create an exclusive community. Now, this one example of this would be a Facebook group. So you could create a Facebook group that's exclusive to people who sign up through you, or exclusive to people who do business with you, or exclusive to your clients, or exclusive to that type of thing. And basically, when they get in there, now you want to definitely highlight. You don't just want to say, look, you'll get access to a group. Like, what do they get in the group? Like, is it a group that you just started and you're only letting people who are of certain level come into that group? Is it a group that you're going to be sharing some secret information in? Is it a group that's there to motivate them? Is it, like, pick whatever, how you want your group to run, because it's your group, it's your choice. And basically, that's how you kind of position that. And then the last thing is to offer them some kind of a lengthier access to what they bought. So as an example, if they purchase something from you that normally, it would be a membership for a month, give them 2 months. If they normally would purchase a membership for a year, give them a lifetime. I don't know. However is it you want to do this, it's up to you and the economics of what is it that you're offering. But essentially, if you're giving them access to a service, or if you're giving them access to some kind of something that normally would be like a timely access, you could extend that timeline for them by giving them a longer style, a longer type of a lengthier type of access to that thing, whatever that thing is. So that's basically it. We've covered all the different types of bonuses. I'm sure there's more, but these are the ones that I've, for the most part, used myself, and I've encountered them myself. And let me just kind of zoom out here so you guys can see a little bit more. Okay, so now the next thing, let's talk about that. And actually, this is a great time because we're just at the top of the hour here. The next thing, what to do next. So here's what you want to do. First thing you want to do is pick a product, like either a product or a program. You might already be in one. If you are, that's great. If you're not, then you're going to need something to promote, whether it's your own product or somebody else's product, or a program, or maybe join a program if you're not in one right now. And what you want to do then is start coming up with some bonuses. So based on the criteria that I gave you above in this video, what you want to do is you want to come up, like, don't try to put together the best bonus package in the universe your first time around, because that's going to be hard. What you want to do is just simply come up with 2 to 4 bonuses based on the criteria above. So try to make it different ones to hit different angles from here. So maybe something that would first help them achieve the result faster. Maybe another one that will help them with implementing. Maybe another one that will help save them some time. And maybe another one that will help them get access to something that they didn't have access before. Or mix it up. It could be something that will help them get their first result or more result, or however you want to do it. And again, like, this is a list for you to pick from. There's plenty of them. And you want to basically start mixing them up. There's really no right or wrong way of doing it. But I will tell you this, though. The bonus package, that you've got a good bonus package when you look at it and it gets you excited. You're like, man, if I was looking at this bonus package and I would get excited to sign up. It's almost a for sure that people will get excited to sign up through that bonus package 3 as well. But if you're looking at it and it's like really boring and it's like it doesn't excite you and you're like, man, like, I don't see too much value in this. Most likely, most other people will not see value in that either. So make sure that bonus package at least gets you a little bit excited about what is it that you're offering people. It should really get you. I know that I've done the best kind of bonus packages when I look at it and I'm like, wow, this would be something I wouldn't even think about twice. I would sign up even just to get the bonuses. Now, before we wrap up here, I want to actually do one more thing, which is I want to show you a couple of things that I've done. Like, let's maybe look at the type of bonus packages that I've put together. And let me just share the screen here. There we go. And this is should be very familiar to everyone on the call here. And that's FunnelX Advanced, the builder level. Now, we could really go through any level. It doesn't really matter. There's different bonuses for each one. But let's just go with this because it's a really good example of what we've been talking about as part of this training series. So here's the core product. The core product is they get 3 custom lead capture pages. They get some emails. They get a priority setup. They get the hosting done for them, and they get a license that they can earn 50% commissions when they refer other people. Now, the bonuses, here are the bonuses. So what am I giving them as the bonuses? Try to look at this and don't just look at it as a bonus, but look at it as like, what part of the different types of bonuses am I hitting here? So the first one is, as an example, 20-minute traffic expert video series. So this is an information product. Essentially what it is it's designed to help them with getting the result, period. Like, getting started with getting the result. The next one is access to a co-op. So we basically buy traffic together. Now this falls into the category of having access to stuff that they wouldn't otherwise have access to. So there you go. That's what I'm doing there. Another one is a personalized traffic consultation from my team co-op manager. Now, what category does this fall under? If you think about it, that's in the category of really just kind of getting things going, just helping them get their very first result kind of thing and moving the business onwards. Another one here is an extra 10% of their visitors on their first traffic run. So that's giving them more of what they bought. And then another one here is a lifetime upgrade to the account itself. So this means instead of paying monthly fee for the account, they pay one time and that's it. So that's a length upgrade. They get a lengthier subscription essentially, which is the ultimate upgrade, lifetime. Essentially, you pay one time and you never have to pay for it again. So hopefully this is kind of clarifying for you how do I kind of do my bonuses. Now I want to do one more with you. Just to show you exactly how these fall into the different categories. And this one is, again, for another product that should be very, very familiar for some of you watching this. This is ROI Panel. So this is the click tracker tool. So essentially what we did here, we're not going to go through the sales copy because that's not what this call is about. Let's go through the bonuses. So the first bonus is lifetime account. So again, what category does that fall under? That falls under giving them a lengthier subscription than what most people have to pay. And this is a huge bonus. I think even if I literally just offered this bonus alone, like that would already get a lot of people's attention just by default, because very few, if any, trackers out there allow people to use the tracker for like a lifetime account without a subscription. Most trackers charge you a subscription. You have to pay for it every single month. And that's just the way it is. If you want your own tracker, you have to deal with all kinds of tech stuff. You have to download a script. You have to upload it. You have to host it. You have to maintain it. And it's just a headache. And I know that. And that's the reason that this program does extremely well, because I'm giving people lifetime access to this thing. They basically pay for it one time and then it's done. Same thing for lifetime updates. So that kind of falls under the same category, which is instead of having to pay for the new version later, they just get it as part of their membership, as part of them paying for the product. Now, another bonus here is seamless Funnel X integration. Now, what category does this fall under? Well, this would fall under the category of implementation, because I'm essentially removing a step for them to do. Because what really happens when people buy click trackers is, yeah, they get access to it, they log in, or they download it and install it, and after a week goes by, if they figured the tech part, then they're able to kind of start using the tracker. But then they have to install the different tracking pixels on their pages, and they have to do all this technical ninjutsu that most people have no idea how to do. So this bonus essentially takes care of that by giving them access to something that's already done, and that's just, a big relief for the person that's buying it. Now here's bonus number 4. So this one basically gives them a 50% reseller license commissions. And what this does essentially is the ability to earn more results with the same product. That's essentially what this bonus is about. So if you go and look back at everything that we went through earlier on the call, it's all about, hitting those different points. And this point essentially gives them the ability to earn more results with what they already got. Then bonus number 5. So now if you notice here, what am I doing here? I'm essentially also telling them, look, I'll give you this bonus, but you got to come in at a certain level. Now, you could do that as an affiliate. You could totally do that. I mean, if it's your own product and you have different levels, you could break down the bonuses and say, look, if you join at this level, you get these bonuses. But if you want all the bonuses, then you got to join at that level. And it makes sense because when you go to any store or anything, if they have a sale going on, they don't just give you all the bonuses of everything they've got by buying a $5 item, right? They usually have a tiered system. Now, it can be, again, very useful if you kind of construct them in a way that makes sense. Now, what is the bonus itself, though? So it's the Profit Vision Facebook group. So essentially, they get access to a group where they can make suggestions to advance the product. They make what other features could be developed in there. They get access to ask questions in there and that type of stuff. So that falls into the realm of like, what category does that fall under? If you think about it, it's really the inclusion, the immersion, the ability to be a part of something. And it's, again, a very valuable kind of group, kind of bonus to be a part of. Another bonus that they get, again, I'm limiting it for a certain level. And same thing, you could do that too. So if you're promoting something that has multiple levels or multiple options, you could be like, if you pick this option, I'll give you these 3 bonuses. Pick this option, I'll give you these 5 bonuses. So what I'm doing here is I'm telling them, look, come in at advanced level or above, and you'll get the 2-year support instead of the normal 1 year. So that's just, again, giving them more of what they basically get. And then another one here, which is the Leader Mastermind Group Access. This bonus essentially gives them just access to the Facebook group, but not necessarily access to the Funnel X Advanced Leaders access. So again, I'm giving them more inclusion if they come in at the highest possible level. And I tell them, look, this is a very expensive, type of a group. The people that are in here, they get a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't get. Like, as an example, access to all kinds of special beta programs that I put together and all kinds of live strategies that I do and live sessions that I do. And I don't do those in other groups, right? I actually don't even, I don't belong to other groups and stuff that I put those together. And even in the free group, the main Funnel X group, as an example, I don't do as much as I do in the leaders group. So this is like a bonus that for somebody to kind of come in and if they want to access all this stuff, they really have to, go all the way, right? And that's why I limit it only to the people that come in at the highest levels. And again, you can do this too. So if you're offering a really easy way for you to do this, as an example, you could say something like, look, come in at this level for whatever product you're promoting, and I'll give you a 15-minute, one 15-minute consultation and these 2 other bonuses. But you come in at that level, I'll give you 3 15-minute conversations and these other 3 bonuses, essentially. So very, very easy way for you to do this. You can just literally limit or extend the time that you're giving them. I'm doing exactly the same thing here, but I'm just doing it on a larger scale because I can't be doing one-on-one calls. I just, I've moved on from that model a long time ago, simply because I got too many people that can potentially request that. And just to fulfill that, it would literally take me like a week and a half, even if I just did 15-minute conversations with people. So, and plus I still got work to do, right? Like I still got other stuff that I kind of need to do. Here's another bonus that they get with the highest level, 3 years support. So again, what category does this fall under? If you think about it, it's getting more of what they got, essentially. So instead of getting the usual 1 year support, now they get 3 year support. And essentially that's the bonus. Now, another really useful thing to do when you're promoting with bonuses, which from now on, in my opinion, after you watch this video, you should never, ever promote anything without at least offering a couple of bonuses, even if it's something small. But you should do that because that immediately differentiates you from everyone else. But as soon as you start offering bonuses, you definitely want to put value on them. Okay, don't just be like, I'll give you this bonus, that bonus, and that bonus, like without stating the value. You don't want to do that. You want to state the value because, first of all, they are valuable. And second of all, people need to understand, because they don't understand what's the value of the bonuses until you put a kind of a sticker on it, right? So yeah, they'll get the value once you explain what the bonus is. But if you put a sticker on it, of this is what the value is, and there's no, I mean, there's no price list of what you need to be pricing your bonuses at. So you could really price it at anything, but of course you want to stay within the realms of reason, right? You can't just say, I'll give you a 15-minute conversation with me that's worth $1 million. Like, people are not going to believe it, right? But you could say, I'll give you a 15-minute conversation with me that's worth, $250 or something. If you want more, then no problem. You can pay for the other 15 minutes, or you could just upgrade to this other level and I'll give you another 15 minutes, essentially. So put value on what is it that you're promoting, because it's important. People need to understand what is the total value of what is it that they're getting from you. And ideally, you want bonuses combined to be more than the price of whatever is it that they're paying to buy the program or the product that you're offering to them. So as an example, if you're promoting something that's $100 or $97 for them to buy, you want the bonuses to be like at least that much, ideally much, much, much more than that, but at least that much. Because again, as humans, we look at this stuff and we're like, man, I'm getting like a ton of bonuses with this stuff. And if nothing else, greed kind of kicks in and you're like, I just want to get all of this, even if I don't use it right away, that's okay. But at least I'll have it and then I could use it later. So that definitely helps. And really, in reality, you are helping people gain more stuff than if they got it from somewhere else, right? So you should be, immediately stand out just by starting to offer bonuses. All right, guys. So what I want to do now is I want to just kind of change this back to here. And let me see if you guys have any questions before I kind of wrap it up, and I'll let you guys know what is it the next thing we're going to do in the next session. But if you got any questions, go ahead and shoot them right now in the chat box. And then we'll wrap it up and I'll tell you what we're going to be doing on the next session. Go ahead, type them up. And while you do that, I'm going to tell you what we're going to review in the next session. So the next session is going to be, on the next video, what we're going to cover is I want you guys to basically start coming up with some bonuses right now, 2 to 4 bonuses for whatever it is that you're promoting. What we're going to do on the next session is I'm going to be picking, not everybody, because there's quite a few people on the call, but I'll be picking like a few, and we're going to review it in the next Q&A session. So we're going to look at, what did you pick? Are they good bonuses? Or could you add a little bit more to it? Should you remove something? Should you change it with something else? And I'll basically give you advice. It's going to be like, we're going to go for as long as we need, but I'm going to try to cover as many of them as I can on the next session, and we'll basically go from there. All right, guys. So unless there's any questions, we're basically going to wrap it up. I'm going to give you guys another 10 seconds to submit your questions. I think I was pretty clear with the entire training, so I don't really see too many questions. Are you guys clear on this? Just give me a 1 in the chat box if everything is super, super clear. Okay, so I got a bunch of 1s and no questions. So that's good. I guess everything is super clear and you guys really know what to do. So here's what we're going to do. The next session will be posted very shortly. It's going to be actually next week, exactly the same time and everything. And yeah, we'll just basically meet up then and we'll go through some bonuses that you put together. And I'll review them for you. And if you got any questions, we'll cover those as well. And that will basically be it. So thank you very, very much for attending this training. Thank you very much for, going through this. And now that you are becoming this is another piece of the pie for you to become a powerful kind of marketer. So, and you're really going to have people love you for doing what you do with this stuff. Like it's really cool to see bonuses. Sometimes I've even purchased products just because I wanted to get the bonus. And as you get better at this, you'll be able to put more and more bonus packages with this stuff. And again, start with the easy ones, guys. Like, don't get complicated. Try to put together this elaborate 18-point bonus, kind of package. Start with offering something simple. Maybe, again, go through the different types of bonuses here, but pick some stuff that you can fulfill really quickly. Maybe some PLR, maybe a quick call, maybe a webinar, implementation webinar, and then maybe also give them like some tips or tricks and stuff like that. And then that would be it. That's essentially your bonus right there. All right, so that's it for this video. Thank you very, very much for watching it. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.